Hello friends, welcome to another interesting tutorial today. In this video, I will show you how to cut and sew this beautiful high-low girls frock with puff sleeves. This was made for a 6-year-old girl and the tutorial is very beginners friendly. So if you're interested to learn the step-by-step process of how this was made, then keep watching.
With me here, I have 3 yards of satin fabric, half yard of chantilly lace, zipper, thread, scissors, chalk, and of course a sewing machine. This is the 2 back pieces, lining pieces for the back pieces right here. The front piece unfold, lining piece for the front piece unfold. So I'll place them together, leaving space for zipper allowance on the back part. I'll mark 11.5 inches for the length of the half top, of the half bodice, and the allowance for joining it to the waistline. For the neckline, I'll use 2.2 for the wideness. For the back, I will use 1 inch for the depth, and for the front neck, I will use 2 inches for the depth. I'll curve out the neckline. I'll mark the shoulder divide by 2 plus half inch. I'll come down by half inch for the slanting of the shoulder and connect to the neck width. I'll take the armhole depth, 5.5. I'll mark her chest line divide by 4 plus sewing allowance. I'll mark our waistline divide by 4 plus sewing allowance. I'll connect the side, curve out the armhole, and go ahead to cut this. This with the lining, I'll place it right sides together. I'll stitch the neckline and stitch the side to turn it out. For the back parts, I will also turn the neckline and the center back with the lining. I'll place it right sides facing each other like this. So I'll use half inch to turn the neckline and then use just a tiny piece. Okay, I'll make sure they are matching at the center. I'll use just a tiny piece to turn the center back so it doesn't take much fabric. And then I'll also turn the side with a tiny piece as well. I just want to create a neat out finishing on these top pieces. I'm done with that. I also gave this a good press. As you can see, everything is laying all flat and nice. So next thing is to join the front and back pieces together on the shoulder like this. Just simply open it up, join fabric to fabric and lining to lining like this. Then I'll go ahead and join the sides also. First, I'll fold the entire 3 yards into 2. Okay, because the high-low circle takes a lot of fabric. Okay, you want to first of all cut it out before you go ahead and cut out the other parts of the body. That way you'll be able to manage your fabric well. So I already marked out the half circle part right here for the front part, as you can see. So because it's a high-low circle, we are not going to be cutting the 360 degree at once. Okay, we are going to be cutting the front part separately and then cut the back part separately. And we also want to maintain it as a 360 degree. Now this is the front part. Okay, the front part has fullness, so I will divide her waist into 2, and then use half of the waistline to cut out a half circle. Do you understand? Her waist is 24, so I divided 24 into 2 and it gave me 12. So I will now divide 12 by 3.1. You know, to get a full circle, we use 6.2 to get the radius. But because it's going to be half circle for front, half circle for back, we will now do half waist divide by half circle, or half waistline. We'll get the radius with half circle formula. Do you understand? So from this point, I measured the radius and marked it round. The radius to get half circle is the waistline divided by 3.1. Okay, let's say the half waistline is 12, so I divided 12 by 3.1, and I added 10 inches to what I got. So I divided 12 by 3.1 and I got 3. So I added 10 inches to that 3 inches for fullness, which made it 13. So from this angle here, I came down by 13 and marked it round. Okay, so her half waistline divided by 3.1, it gave me 3, and then I added 10 inches to that, which gave me 13. So I measured 13 downwards and marked it round. That is how I got the radius that I marked here. Now from here, I measured downwards to the length of the skirt plus hemming allowance. The length of the skirt I want is 18 inches, so I added 1 inch to that, making 19 inches. So I measured 19 inches all round in circular form. Okay, just as you can see here, I measured 19 inches round here. So that's it. This is just for the front part of the circle. Now I am going to cut this out, and then we will draft the high low part. Now for the back part, I will look for the side that is very long. So to cut the back part, that is the side that will be low. The side that is going to be low, I'll cut it on this side that has a longer length, because the part that is going to be low is going to be longer by 10 inches. So because I use 18 inches for the front part, I'm going to be using 28 inches for the back part. Now, if I add that to the radius, which is 10 inches, I should be aiming for about 38 inches length in fabric fold. And this part gives it to me. So I will just mark the back part here. So the center back is going to be 2 pieces open, while the side is also going to be 2 pieces open. Okay, 2 separate pieces is what I am going to be having for the back part, and I'll be taking the radius from here. Remember, I used 10 inches for the front, and that is also what I'll be 13 inches rather. I used 13 inches for the front, and that is also what I'll be using for the back part. So I'll come down from the angle here by 13 inches and mark it round. So after I have marked the radius, I will now take the length. For the side here, I'll measure 18 inches, and the side here, I will measure 28 inches. So what I need to do is to connect this part to meet this part. Okay, my table is not wide enough, or the fabric is too wide for my table. So what I'm going to do is to connect this 18 inches to meet the 28 inches in a slight curved line. So I'm done marking it. I will now cut it out. So this is the center back, the part that is longer, while this is the side back. For the skirt, I hemmed the bottom and then ironed it. Then I used a needle and thread to gather the waistline. So I'll gather it to fit the top on the waistline. I'll make sure I make the gathers even so that no part is more gathered than the other before I join it to the top. I'm going to be cutting the puff sleeve. So what I have on fold here is her round arm divide by 2 plus extra 12 inches. And for the length, I added extra 5 inches to the length of sleeve that I want for the puffiness. So I'll come down 5 inches. I'll come down by 5 inches. And then mark 10 inches. I'm just going to shape the sleeve head like this. So I'm going to gather the sleeves. This lower part will be 12 inches. It's supposed to be 10 inches, but I'll be adding 1 inch on both sides for side joining allowance. And then this side will be the size of the armhole of the dress plus sewing allowance. I'll gather the fabric lining pieces and the fabric pieces before I use it to turn it. Okay, I'll gather both of them. After gathering, I'll now place it and then turn it on the lower part, drag it up, finish up the sides. I'm done with the sleeves. This is what the inside looks like, and the outer part. So I'll just simply go ahead and fix the sleeve on the dress. I have fixed the sleeves. You can see how beautiful it looks on the dress. Okay, so the dress is almost ready. I'll go ahead and fix the zipper at the back. I've already closed the remaining part of the center back and then left open the place I want to be fixing my zipper. So I don't have this exact shade of pink, and I thought to contrast with this one, and I'm sure it will come out really beautiful. I'll just go ahead and fix the zipper and I'll show you what the final look is.
Here is the final look. I know this is so beautiful. Please, if you want puffiness under the skirt, then you have to either make some hard net skirt or petticoat. Okay, so thank you guys for watching to the end. I hope you found value from this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you are yet to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.